Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you again. So finally, Musa, we are in the last week. Are you happy for that? For me, actually, I'm really happy because we are going to finish one course, and last year we started, and maybe Daphne is the one who spent the most of the time with me here. We started in October. Now we are in April. Okay, and we have just left behind a lot of things. So next Tuesday is your exam. That's what we have been preparing for, and that's not only the purpose and the goal, right? And also after that, hopefully, it will help you a lot to learn further. And you're just a student at school. You don't know what happens tomorrow, where you will study tomorrow, and you'll go to high school, after that college maybe, and university, after that maybe master's degree, and after that you will start your career, and you'll always remember, okay, these moments, I think you will never forget. And because when I teach you here, I remember my time when I was like grade 9, for example. I started having a private tuition from one professor, and he was teaching at university, and I was just grade 9 student. And in 6 months, actually, I learned a lot of stuff. Maybe I learned everything from grade, let's say, 2 to grade 11. Okay, and after this, I participated in math Olympiad like 4 years, and those things are really important in my career. And when you teach at university, when you teach at high school, you are using those knowledge and those experiences. And every time I teach, I remember those memories. I don't know, for me, I have never forgotten those memories. And also for you, the same thing in the future. Actually, of course, now we are burdened with a bunch of information, but after all, you will remember this. If you forget Musa, you have the link. You just open the YouTube and remember, I was sitting like this. Okay, how come I couldn't solve these questions? And if YouTube does not change their policy, it will be there maybe for many, many years. Okay. Maybe once a year you should open and remember, okay, how did I learn math? Okay, open and just watch maybe a few minutes. Of course, we cannot watch the whole video, it will be boring. At least for 2, 3 minutes, that would be enough. Okay, uh, so today is April 19. I have already shared some papers with you in WhatsApp. That is, now you have all the papers from 2014 to 2018, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay. Maybe if you can finish, if you want more, I have a lot of questions, a lot of resources to practice. But after all, you have to practice. Otherwise, if you just give to the student that he doesn't want, all right, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I don't want to share if you think you don't need it. Okay, if you need it, Mr. Qasim, I want to practice more questions, just let me know. I can share it with you. Okay. So today, let's have a look at this paper. I know that we did not finish the previous paper. A few questions were left, but after all, this 2018 questions are different. And let's practice these questions. And after that, on Wednesday, we will try to have a look at S2 questions. Okay. So that's it. Mostly, at least on the exam day, try to solve the question from 1 to 20. And if you solve 20 questions, hopefully you will get at least silver or gold medal. Okay. It's not about, what is it, getting, of course, getting good gold medal. It will be great, but it's about how actually you spend a lot of time, and if it pays off, right, it makes you happy, it makes your parents happy, it makes your whoever actually put effort into this, those people will be happy. So that's it. Let's continue. We don't have to do every question, and some question I ask if it is too easy, but after all, questions are different. And let's see. Anyway, so find the value of the following. Okay, in this kind of questions, you should not actually divide them one by one, or first have a look. Okay, what method should I use? Just a few seconds. Okay, and after that, once you decide that you are going to use one method, then start solving the questions. Okay, so find the value of the following. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Okay, let's do this together. I will ask you the second question. I will just separate 7 from here. 7 is 3 plus 4, right? And I just give 4 to this number and 3 to this number. At the time here we have 2,000, right? And plus 3 to this number. Here we have 2,500. And plus here we have 3,500, which is equal to 6,000. That's equal to 8,000. And if you divide it by 16, it is 1 over 2. It is 8, right? So that's equal to 1,000 over 2. That's equal to 500, right? Okay. Which of the following is not a rational number? Musa, let me ask you this question directly. Okay, I will ask others the other question. Which of the following is not a rational number? Is
D.
pi squared a rational number?
D is like, how to say, under root.
D, right? Because D cube root of 125, that is 5. And the square root of 121 is 11. What is a rational number? It says a rational number, right? So that's a rational number. And how about this one? It is 17. 17 is also a rational number because I can write it as 17 over 1 or 34 over 2. Rational number means I can write a number as a over b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0, right? And how about 0.333? We know that this is equal to 1 over 3. Also, it is a rational number. And how about pi squared? We know that pi is an irrational number. And if you square pi, we get an irrational number. So pi squared is not an irrational number. So that is a rational number. So the answer is E. Next question. Maka, can you read the question?
Which steps have mathematical errors in the following sequence of reasoning?
Which steps have mathematical errors in the following sequence of reasoning? Maka, what do you think? Which steps have mathematical errors? Step number one. Do you have any error in step number 1?
No, there is not.
So we have no problem here. Number 2?
No, we have
0 times 7, 0, 0 times 8, 0. That's correct. We have nothing wrong.
yes.
And 3?
Yes, we have a problem in there.
Why? Because here we don't have such expression. We cannot divide 0 by 0, right?
Yes,
and
it's
here
same as the first one.
It's wrong. And also, since it is so, 0 is divided by 0 is not equal to 1. That's also mathematical error because we don't have 0 division, and 0 over 0 is not equal to 1. Okay, so that is 3 and 4. Okay. All right, Daphne, can you read the question and also answer after that?
If P is a prime number, then which of the following is not always true? A, the number is 2 times P is an even number. B, the number 2 times P plus 3 is an odd number. C, the number P multiplied by P is not a prime number. D, the number 3 times P plus P is not a prime number. E, the number P plus 1 is an even number.
What do you think, Daphne? Which one is not always true? For example, A, 2 times P is an even number. Is it always true?
Yes, it is. If it's a prime number.
If you multiply by 2, it's always even number. How about
whatever you multiply by 2, it's going to be an even number.
How about B?
Not just a prime number. B, the number 2 is an odd number. Yes, it will be an odd number.
It is always, right? Because here we have even number plus odd, and even plus odd is always odd number. It's always true. How about C?
The number P multiplied by P is not a prime number.
Is it always true or not?
It's not always true. It can be sometimes true, but
it is always true. Because if you multiply P, prime number by prime number, it's not a prime number. Why? Because here you're getting P squared, right? Then what are the factors of p squared? It is 1 and p squared. It has 3 divisors, so it's not a prime number. So p squared is not a prime number. It is true. Always p squared is never a prime number.
Okay.
Because if you square a number, it's not a prime number. Or we don't have any prime number, which is a square of a whole number. Let's say like that. Anyway, so that's always true. How about D?
3 times p plus p is not a prime number. I think it will, well, it will be a prime number. It will be an odd number if you multiply 3 by p and add p, but it doesn't just, it's not like that always. Maybe it can be in some cases.
So you are saying that it says that the number 3 times p plus p is not a prime number. Are you saying that it can be a prime number?
I don't know.
It cannot be, because if you simplify this, 3 times p plus p, what is it? It is 4 times p. If you multiply a prime number by 4, it is not a prime number. Right?
Or you can just add to like an odd, like a prime number plus prime number.
Yeah, whatever it is, if you multiply a prime number by any other number, it will not be a prime number anymore. Because prime number has only 2 divisors, one in itself. Here, that also here, that means that it's divisible by 4, which means that it's not a prime number. So that's always true. 4p is never prime number. And the p plus 1 is an even number. So actually, it's not always true. For example,
it's only true in 2. If like p is 2, then it's right.
Yes,
not
right?
Anyway
Because if it is 2, that's why it's not always true. So the answer is E here. Okay, let's continue. Sona Mirzaeva, can you do question 5?
Okay, so Ronald rolls two six-sided standard red dice and calculates the sum of the 2 numbers shown on them. What is the most likely to occur among the choices below?
B.
What is the most likely to occur among the choices below? Which one is it?
B.
B. So, for example, the sum is 4. What are these? It is either 1, 3, or 2, 2, or of course 3, 1, right? 3, 1, and that's it, right? 3 options. And the sum is an even number, that is 1, 1, and 2, 2, and 3, 3. It is 4, 4, and 5, 5, and 6, 6. No. We have, yes, we have more than that. Why? It is the sum as an even number.
Sorry.
You're right. It is B, right? Because even number means also we can have, what is it? 1 and 3, right? Or 2 and let's say 6, and a lot. So it is B. The sum is an even number. Good. Musa, read it.
You received 4 gift vouchers from Forever Chic store. Which option will you see the most money if you want to buy 2 items of the same price? A. Buy 1 get 1 free. B. First item 18% sale. Second item 20% of the first item sale price. First item 16% sale. Second item 16% sale of the first item sale price. First item 17% sale. Second item 13% of the first item's sale price. All of the above and E, all of the above option have the same price.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. In this kind of questions, how do you solve this? Since it can the item price can be anything, okay? And suppose that forever chick, whatever it is, you are buying t-shirt, okay? T-shirt, and the t-shirt price is, let's say, $100. It's a nice t-shirt, because for $100 you can buy one nice t-shirt, right? Here in the first one, that means that for $100 you can buy two t-shirts, right? So actually you're spending $100 and you buy two t-shirts. And how about the second one? It says the first item 80% sale. That means that now you are paying $80 plus second item is 20% of the first item sale price, and 20% of 480, that's equal to 16, right? So that's equal to $16, which is equal to $96. Second one is C, first item 60% sale, so that is $60 plus 60% of the first item sale. So 60% of $60, that is 36. So that's equal to 96. And the third one is 70. It is 70. And second item is 30% of the first item sale price. 30% of 70 is, what is it? 21. So that's equal to 91. And all of the above options have the same price. What's the question here? Which option will save you the most money if you want to buy two items of the same price? Which one is it? The answer is D. Because for $91 you can buy two t-shirts. In the first case 100, second case 96, third case 96. So the answer is D. Okay, Mr. Musa.
Okay.
Maka, when is iftar in Baku? What time?
Yes. We have 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Yes, we have like in 19, so it's 6.
So what time is it? 7?
It's 1990.
19:09. So 7
1990.
9. 9 minutes past 7.
90. No, 9 minutes past 19 minutes.
What?
19, 19, it's past 19 minutes from 7.
7:19.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So 1 hour difference. In here, actually, it is 6:19, actually 6:15. So we actually had iftar like how many hours ago? Like 4 hours ago. So that's why I'm drinking now here tea. In Cambodia, it's so easy, you know. Ramadan is the day is too short. At 7:15, you stop eating, or 7:20. I mean, 4:20 evening time, 6:20, and now it is locked down. So usually I don't sleep much at nights. I go to bed in the morning at 6 o'clock and sleep until 12. So you are fasting only for 6 hours, right, Musa? So easy.
Yes.
Yeah, I know this. I
Yes.
have
Oh,
some
it's
relatives in
15 hours
Russia.
in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, in general, also we have 14 hours, but here now it is holiday and we are teaching online. I don't have class in the morning. I have class, but I can reschedule this to afternoon. So I'm having the easiest Ramadan this year. Okay, good. Let's continue. Sona, read the question.
Okay. Goofy started running at 12 minutes.
Meters
No,
per
meter
second.
per second. Yeah. At 4 p.m., his dog Pluto started following him at 4:03 p.m. and ran at 18 meter per second. At what time would Pluto catch up to Goofy?
Very easy question. Okay, guys, you have 1 minute, or let's say 1.5 minutes. Even Abbas can solve this problem. Okay, 90 seconds. Let's do it. Sona, can you just tell me the idea? How do you solve this? Just tell me the method. How are you going to solve this? Sona Mirzaeva. Where is Sona? I think did she go somewhere? Anyway, Musa, do you have any idea how to solve this?
No, I'm still thinking.
Because it says that Goofy started running at 12 meters per second at 4 o'clock, right? And here it is 4 o'clock and just start running, right? After some time, it will be, what is it? 4:03, right? Now, again, he continue, right? And here at this time, also his dog's name is Pluto. And also it just started following him at 4:03, right? And let's say after 10 minutes, okay, he just catches up Goofy. All right. So the question is, what time is it? At what time would Pluto catch up to Goofy? And if I ask you the question, Mr. Musa, what is this distance?
This is the 36. No. 36 meters.
Because between 4 o'clock, Musa, 4 p.m.
Yeah,
and
this is
4
minute
3,
and it's, yeah,
we have 3
this is
minutes,
minute.
right? And what is his
Yeah.
speed? 12 meters per second. So 12 meter per second is equal to multiplied by 60, 720 meter per minute.
Yeah,
It
forgot
is
about
it is a lot, right?
yeah.
It is too fast. Maybe Goofy is running too fast. Maybe actually just they made the question, but usually, I don't know. Even the fastest runner in the world, can he run 12 meters in 1 second? I don't think so.
Yeah, I found it.
What is
Teacher,
it?
maybe they're like animals.
It's B.
No, like maybe Goofy is like, I
Yeah,
don't
actually,
know.
maybe they
Maybe
just put.
they're like his one is like his dog. Maybe it's like a panther or like another animal and a dog. Cause that's impossible.
Yeah, that's impossible because even the fastest guy in the world, what is his speed? Like Ronaldo, for example. Ronaldo.
I know what they're doing, teacher. They're aliens.
Or maybe they're on the moon.
Yes, they are teleporting.
Yeah. Anyway, even Ronaldo, for example, his speed, I think it is it like 10 meters per second or 9 point something meter per second. So anyway, suppose that actually we are living in different planet for a moment, okay, and then an alien runs at this speed. So his name is Goofy. That's why actually they actually use this name, Goofy and Pluto. They are not using here Daphne or Sona or something. They are strange names. So anyway, so Pluto started following him at 4:03 p.m. and ran at 18 ms. So what is the answer?
I think it's B.
Huh? What time?
B. 409.
4:09, right? Because let's say, and what is the speed of the dog? If you multiply by 60, is it 108? 1080 meter per minute, right? And let's say after 10 minutes, right, they catch up here together. So okay. So after 10 minutes, right, what is the speed of Goofy? It is what is it? 720. So the distance, this one is, right, the distance is 720 times t. After t minutes, right, Goofy actually will cover this much distance. That is 720 t. And how about his dog? His dog starts here, right? His dog starts again from here, right? So after t minutes, his covering distance will be yes, Maka. After 3 minutes, he started there.
Yes, you can see my method.
Yes.
I did like this. We have 1080, and then 1080 minus 720 is 360, and then divided by 66.
Because every minute, right, the actually the distance between them, it is actually, what is it? S1 minus S2, because the distance is shrinking, or let's say the gap is closing. So S1 minus S2, the speed of the dog, that is 1880 meter per second, and the speed of Goofy, that is 720. That's equal to 360, right? 360 meter per second, right? So what is actually the distance that he must close? It is 2160. No. Why am I confused here? Okay. What is next? Malcolm,
Yes,
what is next?
I divided 360 with 60
Why 16?
because we multiply them with 60, like with a minutes.
Is it because this time is 60 seconds, 180 seconds?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, somehow I got confused. Anyway, so Goofy started running at 12 meters per second. Okay, at 4 p.m., his dog Pluto started following him at 3 p.m. and run at 18 meters per second. At what time would Pluto catch up to Goofy? Okay, he started at 3. He's already here. Now, actually, this dog is here, right? It's running, let's say, after 10 minutes. Goofy run this much, 2160 plus the distance. Okay, and how about this guy? It is this. So anyway, let me just finish this. Sometimes maybe I may be tired. Let's say the distance here between this point and this point, let's say it is D. So what is D? The speed of Goofy, that is 720, and time is T. So 720 T. At the same time, how about his dog? He will cover dog covers, it is D, plus also 2160. 2160, that's equal to, his speed is 1080 times T. Now if you subtract this, the first equation from the second one. The difference is 2160, and 1080 minus 720, that's equal to 360 t. Now from here, what is t? T is 2160 over 360. 0, 0 cancel each other, that's equal to 6. And what is 6? 6 is in minutes, right? Since we started counting at 4:03, after 6 minutes, the time will be 4:09. So he catch up with his, what is it, owner or master, let's say the Goofy, at 4:09. Okay, Musa, any questions?
No.
It is very easy, okay, but now somehow I got stuck, and sometimes idea doesn't come. It's very simple. First, actually, Goofy, right? After he covered a distance of 2160, then his dog started running after him, right? So we have to just consider this one. After T minutes, and how much distance is covered by Goofy? After T minutes, how much distance should be covered by his dog? That's it. And after that, you can form the equation and solve this. And that much of this discussion is enough for this. About question 8. Musa, read the question.
What is the smallest possible value of n such that the sum is divisible by 5 and 9?
Okay. The sum is divisible by 5 and 9. We know this sum, right? What is it? It's just the sum of the first n natural numbers. And if you remember, that's equal to n times n plus 1 over 2. All right. And one way is, of course, in mathematically we can solve this, but if you just take the answer, if n is equal to 5, what we have here, 5 times 6 over 2, that is 15. It is not divisible by 9, so this cannot be the answer. If it is 9, 9 times 10, it is 90 over 2, 45. It is divisible, right? So the answer is 9, because in the question it's asking that what is the smallest possible value of n, right? So the smallest possible value is here, after 5, it is 9. Does it work? Yes. If n equals 9, 9 times 10 over 2, that is 45. 9 times 10 over 2, it is 45. 45 is divisible by 5 and 9. Next question. Maka, read the question.
Eating from one are arranged in the following way. In what row can you find 2018 in 2018?
Okay, we are just writing numbers, write 1, and in the second row 2, 3, 2 numbers, and third row 4, 5, 6, 3 numbers, row number 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 numbers, and we'll just continue. And if you just continue writing in this manner, right, in what row can you find 2018? And actually, we'll just use the idea of this number again. The sum of the first n natural numbers, that's equal to n times n plus 1 over 2. And see here, in the first row, we have one number. In the second row, we have two numbers. If you continue, for example, let's say in row n,
Teacher Gauss
how
found
many
that,
numbers do we
right?
have here? N. Definitely, say again, what did you say?
Gauss found that, right? When he was like in like middle high school,
No, not high school, primary school.
even earlier.
Yeah, I mean, he was like maybe 6, 7 years old, or even 5, 6 years old.
Oh my God.
No, idea. Maybe the formula later actually they discovered this, but idea, the teacher asked, all right, and added some numbers. He answered the question so quickly. And after that, he gave the teacher gave him one question. Just add this number, like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus until 20. And she was expecting him to add like one by one. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and blah, blah, blah. And not just in a few seconds, he told the answer. Then he wondered, how did he add it? And he just said that first, I just add the first number with the last number. 1 plus 20 is 21. 2 plus 19, 21. And we have 10 numbers. So we have, 20 numbers. We have 10 pairs, right? 10 times 21, that's equal to 210. The idea there, how he calculated this. Of course, we are using this idea to add these numbers. Anyway, give a try. Okay, 1 minute. After that, we will discuss together. Okay, Musa, Sona, Daphna, Maka, did you get anything?
Not now.
Musa, did you get anything?
No, I'm thinking.
Thinking. What are you thinking about, Musa? You don't have to think, just do it.
But
Like, for example, row n, right? How many numbers do we have here? We have n numbers here. So what are those numbers? Maybe like, let's say the last number is, let's say if this one is m, the previous number is m minus 1. Previous number is m minus 2, blah, blah, right? So now altogether, how many numbers do we have here? So because we are talking about this 2018, right? I mean, how many numbers? That is m times m plus 1 over 2, right? So I'm just guessing, I don't know. Suppose that this m is 2018, right? At the time, it should be equal to 2018. So now if you solve this for 2018, m times m plus 1, that's equal to 2 times 2018, that's equal to 4036. Now we are talking about two consecutive numbers, right? For example, if it is 65, let's say 65 times 66. What is 65 times 66? That's equal to 4290. It is too much. And how about if it is 64, 65? It is 64 times 65. That's equal to 4160. Even it is too much. And how about if it is 63, for example? 63 times 64. So 63 times 64 is equal to 4032. Okay. So that means that in 63rd row, right, which contains 63 numbers, right, it will be like, what is it? Here I will have continue. This one is row. Let me write here. When I just write here row 63, right? So how many numbers do we have here? If it is 63, how many numbers? If you divide both sides by 2, 63 times 64 over 2, that's equal to 2016. So here, I'll just write these numbers, and the last number will be here, 2016. And the next row, what is the next row? Row 64. I have here 2017, 2018, 2019, and continue. So where is 2018? 2018 is in row 63. Sorry, 64, not 63. It is 64. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
That's it. Let's continue. Daphne, are you here?
Yes, teacher, I am here.
Can you read this question? How many minutes do we have? Do we have time? Okay, we have 15,
We
20
have
minutes.
time.
Good.
Machine A produces 450 cheese blocks in hours. If machine A and machine B work together at their respective rates, their combined product in n hours is 140 cheese blocks altogether. If machine B works alone, how long in hours would it take to produce 450 cheese blocks? What is wrong with 450, teacher? I have been seeing it all day long.
What?
Yeah, the number 450, I've seen it all day long. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, it just creeped me out now. I realized how many times I've seen it. Oh,
Okay. Musa, did you understand the question? It's about rate problem again, you know, rates, speeds, and the ratio. It is one topic. And usually it is taught in grade 7, maybe grade 8, some revision is done. So machine A can produce 450 cheese blocks in M hours, right? So that means that, let's say, the rate of machine A. Let me just write here, rate of machine A in 450 cheese in M hours. In 1 hour, how many cheese it produces? 150 over M cheese blocks, right? Let me just write here as blocks. That is blocks per hour. Okay, it is cheese. And it says that if machine A and machine B work together at their respective rates, their combined production in N hours is 450. So that means that rate together is A plus B, right? So that is 450 over N blocks per hour. If they work together, they can produce this many blocks of cheese in 1 hour. So if machine B works alone, how long in hours would it take to produce 450 cheese blocks? Okay, so how do we do that? We know that for 450, right? So this machine A takes M hours. So that means that 450 is equal to, right? It takes how many hours? It takes M hours, and by its rates. What is its rate? It is 450 over M. 450 over M. And how about machine B? Machine B, I don't know. Machine B, if machine B works alone, how long in hours would it take to produce this many cheese? So if it works alone, machine, what is the machine B? Let's say it takes X hours, right? And what is its rate? We don't know. Let's say this rate is B. It's like speed and time. This X is time, this RB is speed, and this one is distance. Okay. So what is this? What we mean by this? 450 over N, right? So that means that the rate of this one plus this one, that's equal to 450 over m. So that means that 450 over m plus rb, that's equal to 450 over m. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, you can throw on a piece of paper. Okay, Musa, did you get anything?
Yeah.
What did you get? Which one?
A.
A?
Yeah.
No, it must be B. Right? So from here, what is the rate of machine B when it works alone? That is 450 over X, right? So this one is time and this one is rate. So we need to find X. Now, if you substitute here, 450 over X, sorry, over M, plus how about RB? That is 450 over X. On the right hand side, 450 over M. Now 450, 450, 450, they cancel each other. What is 1 over x? 1 over x equals 1 over n minus 1 over m, which is equal to m minus n over m times n. So 1 over x equals this. Now from here, what is x? Then x is equal to upside down m times n over m minus n. Okay?
Yeah, I forgot about 450 over x.
Good. All right, that's I think not difficult question. Musa, read the question.
Let n
Factorial.
equal is factorial equal 1 over 1 times 2 times 3 times n. For example, 4 factorial equal 1 over 2, 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, etc. Find the last digit of 9 factorial plus 99 factorial, etc.
It's very easy question, right? Because we know that since it is so, here we have the product of the first 99 numbers. That means that not only last digit, last a few digits will be 0, 0, 0. And also the same thing for this, the same thing for this, the same thing for this. So to find the last digit of this number, just we need to evaluate this one, right? So what is 9 factorial? We know that also the last digit of 9 factorial, it's not 0, because it is 0. Yes, it's 0, right?
Yes, it's zero, teacher.
It is 0, right?
Yes.
So that is none of the above then.
Yes, I found it.
Huh?
I found it.
Okay, it is none of the, because it's just 0. It's very, I don't know. I was expecting a bit harder question, but it is 1 second question. If you look at this, the last digit is 0. Anyway, Maka, read the question.
Multiple of two positives. The ratio of the two positive integers is 2 divided by 9. Find their highest common factor.
This is also quite easy question, and you can continue, but let me just give you a hint. Maybe you remember, if you're talking about two numbers, right? Let's say we are talking about two numbers. So the highest common factor of these two numbers times least common multiple of these two numbers is always equal to the product of two numbers. Okay, we have to just use this thing and you can get the answer. Okay, 1 minute. Do it quickly and we will do it together after 1 minute. Yes, Musa, Defna, Sona, Makkah, any answer? Why is taking so
I
long?
got I got x over 12, but I didn't know why.
Okay, here it says that the ratio of two positive integers is 2 to 9, right? And that means that, let's say that means that a equals 2x and b should be equal to 9x, right? And let's say it says that find the highest common factor of this number. Let's say the highest common factor is a, and least common multiple, it is 216, right? So that means that 216, the least common multiple, and highest common factor is a, it should be equal to 2x times 9x. So from here, what is a? A equals 18 times x squared over 216. So that's equal to x squared. What is 18? And 216 is 12 times 18. So here we have 12, right? So what are the possible values of x here? So x should be either 12, right? Or 24 or 36 and dot dot. For example, if x equals 12, what are the possible values of a? If it is 12, a must be equal to 12. If, for example, x is equal to 24, at the time it is 48. And we don't have such answer here. If it is 36, for example, it is 39108, right? And continue. Here, Maka, what do you think? The answer is 12 or 36? 108.
I
It's the
think it's D.
highest common
Huh?
factor.
I think it's D. I think it's D.
Also, 12 is the answer actually, but why 108 here? Because also here we have 108, 216, and 108, right? And what is the highest common and least common multiple? And the year ratio is 2 to 9. But the year ratio is not 2 to 9, right? Why actually we get this answer? Because it is 2 to 9. Because in the question, it says that the ratio of these numbers is 2 to 9. But here, if you take the ratio, right, 108 to 216, is it 2 to 9? By, by 18, it is 6. By 18, it is 12. No, right? It is 1 to 2. So actually, when you just take this, it is not 2 to 9. It is 1 to 2. But if it is 12, for example, 12 to 216, that is 2 to 9. That's why the answer is 12. But here there must be a contradiction. Why we didn't get that contradiction here? Anyway, we are running out of time. It's already time. I will have a look at one more time, Musa. As you see here, when you just check the answer, 216 and 108, the ratio of these two numbers must be 2 to 9, but 216 and 108, it is 1 to 2. It's not 2 to 9. That's why 108 cannot be the answer. And the only answer is 12. But here you may wonder why in the equation we couldn't see this. I will answer this question in the next class. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Let me finish. This much is enough. Okay, we will meet you on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we will see. Maybe we will solve some question from this paper or maybe S2. Okay, thank you very much. See you on Wednesday.
Thank you too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye,
Bye,
teacher.
Daphne. Bye bye, Malka. Thank you.